Hey gang, I just saw a Reddit user say that he's in a quandary about railroad yards. And so, since I'm doing these short videos, I thought maybe I would talk about railroads online, railway yards. And so this is my second map of the default locations where all the industries are. And right here is my main yard, which you can see right here. Let's go in and take a look. Let's see, we'll use full screen only on this one. There we go. And let's go take a look at my main yard. So this is the entrance to the yard here from that Y. It's kind of nice to have a Y at one end of a yard. And then the yard has, uh, you notice it's this two-track lead here. Now, what that is the one track, we'll do a flyover first and take a look. The one track on the outside has minimal to zero interactions with the yard. And that's because that's your mainline bypass track. So see, it has very minimal, it only has two connections. Well, typically three. That comes all the way out to the end here. So that's kind of a good thing. Now let's go up in elevation, take a look. There is a Y at the other end of the yard, which is kind of a good thing. But there's also a return loop. So you can see there's the return loop where the where my crosshair is right there. But let's go take a detailed look at what makes an industrial strength yard. Now, this may be a little too advanced for narrow gauge because I'm incorporating, excuse me, a lot of modern features in this yard. But so to the right is the mainline track, and then to the left, well, this is what's called a yard lead. Okay, so this is the yard here, and here are the three tracks that are right there. So let's see if I can get my pointer working on that. Will that work? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. No. Okay, my pointer ain't working. Um, so this is like if we come down and look at the signs, this is a five-track yard. So some people call them lanes. I say tracks. So there's track number 5, track number 4, track number 3, 2, and 1. And the slash indicates which way is the diverging route in the track signs. So if we come back, there was an extra track. Let's try to take a look at what's going on here. Okay, so there's the mainline track that my X is on there. Okay, so that's the mainline bypass. And then if this is the yard and that long track coming out is the lead, then what is this? Well, this is also part of what's called the lead. This is the industrial side of the track. It's kind of the industrial bypass. And those two tracks on the side there have a special purpose. I'll talk about those, but let's talk about the lead here. Okay, so this industrial lead here uh, connects the service facilities and the industries. So if we come down here and take a look, so here you can see there's the car shop, and again, I use the slashes to show which way, the switch needs to go for that. And we'll turn around slow here so you don't get car sick. But here is the lead is on this side, but if you take the switch, see with the slash on the sign there, you go to the industry. And in this case, the industry is the oil facility uh, and the tracks that go there. Now, here, again on the lead, there's also what's called dead storage. These, you don't use your yards for dead storage. Yards are supposed to be active, and according to the real railroads, they're supposed to be empty. So these are a couple of loaded trains here, but this is dead storage. They're not moving to market right away, although I have, look at all that cheddar. I got all that cheddar ready to go to the market. And the market really is just down the road here, but I'm just kind of leaving it for aesthetics. I just like it for my dead storage. All right, so it's a little bit laggy here, but let's try to go through. It's only laggy because I'm recording at the highest resolution. So there's the car shops here. These are the car shops. And every car breaks down. They need, oil, they need stuff. I had a couple cars in there aesthetically, but then I needed them, so I pulled them out. But I do that. I'll buy cars just for aesthetics. This is a little interesting storage track for my passenger train. The passenger service uh, begins at the station that we passed earlier by the yard lead way down there. So when it comes out of storage, it backs all the way to that station. But first, what it does is it pops into the station here and it gets fuel. I'll do that in just a second when I complete my tour here. So the other part of the yard is you want access to your coal tipple and you want access to your water. And they can be on the same track, but it's better if they're on separate tracks because coaling can take some time and watering can take some time. So it's good to have enough space. In this case, I have a dedicated track. This one track is both for water and it's for coal at the same time. Now, the other part of a yard is you want a ready track for your yard goat. They call them yard goats. But that's your yard engine. And see, it's on a little ready track. And then most railroads have a caboose track back in the boost days. So there would be two, maybe three beats ready to be put on the back of a train. So how that works is, again, you can see the lead here, okay, and the main line. The main line is now to the left and the lead is to the right. So a train would uh, attach, be pulled out, and it would back in to pick up the caboose, and then it would take off. Uh, so so that kind of works out really well. So here's the yard lead here. Again, it's a five track lead yard. So track 2, track 3, track 4, and track 5. And then there is, oh, I'm sorry, track 6. And then there is the lead, uh, the bypass lead on this side. So so that goes all the way back to that station. Now, a key thing about the lead is, and let me talk about train sizes now, because why is that lead so long? And then why is this yard so long too? Okay, so my standard on trains is 12 cars is your standard length train. Okay, 12, 12, 12. Okay, 24 is double length and 6 is half length. So the yard is designed for a full length, for a double length actually train, which is 24. So it's designed. Now, if you have a yard designed for 24 cars, then you're going to need a lead that's 24 cars long. If you have a yard that is 12, you're going to need a lead that's 12. And the reason for that is because you need the full length to pull the entire train all the way out, throw the yard's throat switches, and then back the train all the way up. Now here's another trick of railroad yards too. If you notice, you see all these switches are aligned on this side. So these are all left switches that are going through the throat on this side. Now on the other end, you want it to be the opposite side because this way These are also all left switches. Okay. So you want left and left, or you want right and right. And the reason for that is because that means the tracks are the same length. Because if you did right on one side and left on the other, then one track would be very, very small, and the other tracks would be very, very long. And that's an asymmetrical yard. So you want a symmetrical yard that is set up like that. So that kind of gives you an idea, uh, how to lay out your yard. I've got a couple of little storage tracks for like the snowplow and specialized equipment. There is there's my poor tender. When you got to be really careful because when you go to delete stuff and it's set to all, I accidentally clicked on the engine and the engine was deleted. So you got to be really, really careful with that all button. But now, uh, oh, and this was a little trick. Thanks to the guys at Evil One and out in Alaska. I had to try this for myself, and it works. Take a couple boards, put them on the side, align them perfectly, and you can have a fire pit. So thanks, Evil One. That was kind of fun. Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, let me do this trick for you. So right now you can see the engine is cold, okay? But it has pressure. So it has enough boiler pressure here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to show you this trick. So we're going to release the brakes. I forgot to blow the horn. Okay, everyone clear out of the roundhouse. Yeah, I just need enough momentum, get up. Okay, release the regulator. That's probably a little too fast for going into a roundhouse. But and you can detach the cars. You don't have to have the cars, but I'm lazy. I just do it this way. Now I'm starting to apply brakes. Now watch over here. Oh, the pressure just went up. The temperature is at 357 and yeah, the water is 337 and the fire is 752. But watch the boiler here when we go all the way in. Watch the water in the boiler. I guess you have to get in far enough. But there's some magic that occurs. Make a liar out of me. Come on, come on. There it is. Ta-da! See? Wow, the water is fully full. The temperature is there. The pressure is all there. Yeah, the roundhouse does that for you. And so that's kind of a quick little trip, a quick trip to the roundhouse. Uh, Gets you that instant. So that's why I parked the engine here. And you can do that basically with any engines. Either you can keep them in there and they're ready to go, or in this case where you have a train attached, you just keep this attached. Now, this is kind of dangerous because I haven't aligned all the switches, so who knows where I'll end up. So I'm just gonna stop. Those brakes are so touchy. Ah. All right, in the interest of keeping this video short, oh yeah, look at that, no lag now. So in the interest of keeping this video short, I would back the train up to this station here, take on my passengers. This is my museum. That's my doorbell. Amazon packages are probably here. And yeah, so this is my station here. And then from here they would take off and then uh, it would go on its route. So that's my tutorial of a yard in railroads online and how I have it set up for maximum throughput just like the real railroads do themselves. So I've been a long time model railroader at the Highland Pacific Club, and so I have a lot of experience in this, and so I thought I would share a little bit of a large size industrial yard with you. All right, thanks. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you on the rails. Bye.